Hey there, and welcome to our Wild City Tour Part 2. And I'm happy to welcome you to our huge and awesome Lego city. And I'm happy to show you like the second part of our city. As I said, Christoph did part 1 already. So if you haven't seen that yet, please just check it out. It's awesome as well, but of course, the second part, who knows, I guess it will be better, just because we have like a great start with this frozen castle here that you see, which is one of my favorite sets in the city, not just because it's awesome, but also because we've integrated it well as it is on this snowy, icy mountain that we have here in this winter town part of our city. This part of the city is set apart from the other like main part of the city just because we wanted to add some more space. And what you see here is not just the frozen castle but also the gingerbread house that you see here on the side, and some train tracks that just go inside and outside of the wall so they don't actually work. You also see the Home Alone house, which is quite famous. We don't know whether we leave it here or whether we put it somewhere else, but for the moment it just stays here and we're quite happy to have it in the city. What you see here now is the main part of the winter town, and I'm also very happy with that part here. And as you can see, there is Santa flying above the city, and he is there all year round. So whenever you check out our videos, he will be there. So he's there permanently. Just because I guess he works here and, preparing for Christmas and things. What you also see here is the snowy side of the mountain. Christoph showed you the back side, which is like the summery side. This is the wintry side. And of course, on the wintry side, there isn't just a lot of snow, but there's also a ski lift going up the mountain, which is not motorized. So I was happy to have built this ski lift, but it doesn't actually move or anything. Still, I think it looks awesome. And of course, we also have like a ski slope going down the mountain. So you have some skiers, some snowboarders going down, and there's actually a competition going on. And like you see that at the bottom of the slope, yeah. And yeah, apart from the ski slope, apart from the mountain, there is of course also various types of buildings and decoration. And there is also a train going through the winter town, which does work. So we could actually make this train go around the winter town. We hardly ever do because it's a rather small circle, but still we would be able to do so. Then, as I said, there's a lot of these winter buildings, and we've added all of them. So I don't think we're actually missing any winter buildings. I also think that in future we will add some more because we still have space. So I'm really looking forward to that. And apart from the buildings, there's also this hockey stadium, which isn't a stadium yet, but we want to make a stadium out of this. There is just people like lining up around the hockey place, but in the future, we would like to actually make it a real stadium with seats and so on and so forth. But we're still missing parts, and we don't know whether we want to leave it here or put it somewhere else. As you can see, there's also like other skating rinks, like rather small ones, and this snowboarding place there at the back. And there's a lot more space, so we will add, hopefully, a lot of more sets. And this is quite fun, but we didn't know how to like do it otherwise, just because we don't really have the space, and we just thought it's perfectly fine for us. You see this mountain is really divided. There's this wintry side and the summery side, but we really like to have it like that. I know it's not really making any sense in real life, but it doesn't matter. What you see here now is like the entrance to the campsite that we have here, which says Legoland Florida. Why is that? Because it's the campsite of the amusement park that we have here. And the amusement park is kind of a mixture. We have also have the treehouse here, so at the campsite it's kind of a mixture there as well. But the amusement park itself is a mixture of Disneyland, Universal Studios, and Legoland, kind of. So we will show you that in just a second. What you see here is like camper vans and tents and so on and so forth. And as I said, the treehouse, so you can stay in any of that. And there's a lot going on. There's even like a fire of someone who just like did a barbecue unsuccessfully, unfortunately. But you know, what happens, happens. And there you saw like the small entrance to the amusement park. And what we did here by this entrance, we have like a huge entrance as well. But this was like the small one. And here you have some sets that just like fit in with the amusement park. And oh no, unfortunately, Batman didn't want to work anymore, so he just dropped himself. But he has to continue working, so you can throw the ball there and then he just falls into that tank. But he didn't want to, I guess. And we have some other sets like this Jurassic Park set that we really like, this ride. And of course, we also have some dinosaurs there. So it's kind of a mixture of everything that we love and that we thought that fits into the amusement park, just as well as this big roller coaster, the red and white one that we really like to have here. It's not motorized either, not yet, but who knows, probably in the future we will do that. We also have some trains here. You see the Hogwarts train, the Lone Ranger train. We have the train station, so the Disney train station. We also have the Disney train. You'll see that in just a second. I know. We also have the Hotshot Carnival shop. We have a candy shop. We have a carousel. A lot of things going on there. It's not perfect yet. Like we want to make the floor not look that lime greeny, but that will just like take some more time. What you see here, as I said, is the Lone Ranger train, which is not motorized. The Hogwarts train, however, is. So the Hogwarts train can actually go through the amusement park on a separate circle. So it's not the circle of the main city, not the main train circle of the main city, but there is a special one for the amusement park. What you see here is the Halloween park, and there is a roller coaster as well, which is like half or 3/4 a mock of ours. There was the set from Hidden Side that was like just a partial roller coaster, and we just like completed it. And you definitely know the Haunted Mansion, I guess. So these are sets that just like fit perfectly into our Halloween park. Then next to the Halloween park, which is of course just for over 18-year-olds, there is the Pirates section. And in the Pirates section, there's of course also like the traditional roller coaster. Then we have the Barracuda Bay and some other sets that just like fit perfectly into the Pirates section. And I think I really like it very much, just because we have a lot of water here and people have to travel by boat to get from one side to the other. Then what else do we have? We have some more rides. We have, for example, this Joker Manor as well. You also see the Disney train here. So the Disney train is also motorized. It can go through the amusement park, and yeah, I really love it. It's just like huge, and so we really have to pay attention if we build something, but still, we love it. Here you see also like the Harry Potter section of the park. So you also see here there's this like flying horses passing by with a carriage, and you see the Hogwarts Castle, which is not finished yet. So I still have to work on that as well. You see the Quidditch field, you see the Disney Castle, the Winnie Pooh set. Just a lot of things that I really love in one place. It's still not finished, but yeah. We're still working on that. And what you see here is the main entrance of the amusement park that I just talked about. So if you like regularly, not through the campsite, go to the amusement park, then you will enter here. And I really love this set of the Ministry of Magic as an entrance, just because it looks awesome. And as you see, if you like would go inside of our amusement park, and then you go or you see not just the Hogwarts part, but also the Disney Castle, which I really, really love, and Diagon Alley, of course. Yeah, I think it's just awesome, like an awesome entrance. Of course, it's not finished because we don't have anybody selling tickets yet, which is of course not good because then just everybody enters. But yeah, still, I really, really like it already. What you see here is a monorail station. So the monorail goes from the beach to the train part that Christoph showed you in the first part of the video. And this was this set that you just saw was part of the Bricklink Designer program some years ago, and we just loved it. And then we just made it a monorail station. What you see here is also like the 2x4 brick house that was also part of the Bricklink Designer program series. You see some houses where our minifigures live, and you see houses that you already might know, for example, the Simpsons house or the Harry Potter houses. But there's also mocks, for example, my parents' house that you just see here with the black roof. Black and red roof, or also Christoph's parents' house. We did a review on that as well, so if you want to watch that, just feel free to do so. What we also have here is a shopping center in the back, so this huge building, and a football stadium, which isn't a stadium yet, as well as a basketball in future stadium. Yeah, we're just missing some parts here, so we can't actually start working on that, but we will definitely do that in the future. What we also have here behind this, behind this basketball field, we of course also have the Ghostbusters headquarters, and in front of it we have the arcade and a hospital. The arcade is also not finished yet. It's a mock of ours. The first and second floor are quite finished, but the third floor isn't. So if you want to like add some more ideas to that, you can of course also do that. We would be happy to read any ideas that you have. Another monorail station in the front, and in the back you see like the back side of the old town, which I also really, really love. It looks just awesome. Over here we have our highest skyscraper in Wild City, and we built that one. You see there's like no inside, it's just the outside of a skyscraper. Why is that? Just because we wanted to make the room look a little bit nicer. So you see we have those wooden, how you call them, blocks, I guess, whatever. And we just wanted to like hide them because they don't look that pretty. And we thought a skyscraper is just a thing to do. And we're also going to do that with the other wood that we have in this room. So kind of hiding that with other ideas, but we don't know what to do with that yet. Also nice, if you have a look at the skyscraper review, is that we have a lot of balconies with a lot of different scenes. So for example, somebody dropping an ice cream or something. We really, really love that, but we still have balconies left for your ideas. Here we have like the traditional police station, and in front of the police station is our zoo. And we are very, very proud of our zoo because it was the first mock that we did even before like starting with the Lego City, and it was like half of it when we started doing it, and now it just like got bigger and bigger. And as you can see, this aquarium was like the first like part of the first zoo that we created, and we just like really love it because it was like the first parts that we had. We didn't have more, and it still looks quite great, at least I think so. And we just love to have all the animals here in this zoo. So you have the monkeys, the birds, the penguins, crocodiles, snakes, whatever, like a lot of animals in this zoo. We have elephants, giraffes. We also have like the big cats. We have lions and tigers and so on and so forth. And we also have this like small zoo where you can enter with your children, for example. And then you can pet some animals, as for example, hamsters and whatever. Then, next to the zoo is the Ninjago City area, which is kind of a mixture of Ninjago City and the New Year set. So, for example, you see this dancing dragon here, which was a New Year set, and we just thought that this like mixes perfectly, like the New Year sets and the Ninjago City sets. However, they don't actually fit into our city because it's just like a very like traditional city. So we thought we'd just like make this extra place here with this very colorful buildings that don't fit anywhere else. You see this set here as well, which was like this, including this light up Taurus, I think it was. And we also included the bonsai, for example, with its pink, like the pink version of the bonsai, which I really think looks great here. Wouldn't actually probably fit into the rest of our city, but here it fits perfectly fine. What else do we have? Like the on the other side of the winter village, we have this beach section. So on the one side of our city, it's like very cold. And on this side of our city, it gets warmer and warmer. And you see this because we have the beach here. And the beach is huge. Like there is a lot of water tiles that we used here. I don't know how many thousand water tiles, I don't remember, but it was like lots and lots of work to put them here. There's a lot going on. There is even a wedding going on here. This was a set that we actually got for our wedding when we got married in 2020. So we really love to have it here. We didn't actually get married at the beach. We would love to have done so, but we didn't. But at least here in the Lego City, we do. What we also have here behind the beach that is like, where's a lot of things going on is, okay, this is not part of our city, it's just like standing here. But like the small building that you just saw was like a fish fingers company. That was also like a great idea some viewers of us had, and so we just installed that here as well, and on top of it is a radio station. Now what you see here is the port or the harbor of Wild City, and there's a lot of ships here of different sizes. This is because there's old sets mixed with new sets, which some people really dislike because, yeah, there's just like super huge ships and then super small ones next to each other. But we really love it because we want to integrate the old sets with the new sets. And we just like really love to have this like overview how Lego changed over the past few years. And I think this looks really awesome. Yes, so that was it. Now we are, or I am standing in front of the old town, and that was the part where Christoph started his tour. So if you haven't seen that yet, then please just check it out. He did a great job as well. And of course, it's also as interesting. He didn't have like the good sets in his tour, like the Disney castles, but of course, like you can't have it all. It's just me who can probably. No, just kidding. So I hope you enjoyed our tour through Wild City. If you have anything that you think you're missing, then please just comment below. Or if there's something that you really liked and that we should work on, then just tell us. We would be happy to hear from you and know what you think about our city. Well, so there's nothing more to say than enjoy building Lego or other bricks, and see you soon. Bye!